What's up, guys? We are live again. You can't get rid of us. It is blowing up. Monster Motivator TV. We are back in our studio in Marietta, and I am and I don't say that much, but I am overly pumped for this episode because this is the real Rocky story. When you want a real dip, you want to know where somebody that's not supposed to be here. Wait till you hear this story. I can't even wait. I know a little bit of it, and I can't even wait to dig into this story because we're going to share so much real value. It's going to blow your doors off. I am beyond excited, and I was so fortunate. It's always better to be lucky than good, right? I actually got a signed calendar from Chef Coco, and I am going to let her introduce herself. And this woman, what she's been able to do in the 37 years, right? 37 years
38.
old. 38, okay. I mean, she looks like she's 27. It's unbelievable. What she's been able to do is honestly, no kidding around, it's absolutely phenomenal. So I want to dig into this story and bring it to you guys, and you've got to hear this. So Coco, Chef Coco.
Yes.
First of all, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I am very, very excited. Are you kidding me? This is a blessing to us. So, introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. My name is Coco Cruz from the Philippines. I live in Las Vegas, Nevada, and now I'm here with Sir Dave. I'm so lucky to be here. Thank you, Father God. Thank you.
Awesome. We are so blessed to have you. And it's Chef Coco, and she has so much going on. We're going to share that a little bit later, but I want to get into where did this all start? So you're from the Philippines.
Philippines,
okay.
Yeah. I grew up with 8 siblings.
Okay.
You know, a lot of people say poor family.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people came from very poor
Sure.
family. But where I came from is either poor or poorer.
Okay.
Where I see my parents struggle just to put food on the table. Mm-hmm. And I say to myself, whatever is in the table, you know, makes us happy. As long as we're all together.
Sure.
Right? That
Sure.
makes it really, really awesome. Sorry, I feel like so
fulfilling.
emotional. Yeah.
But it feels fulfilling. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, and we're going to get into it a little bit more, but I want to really make sure that people understand that, listen, at the end of the day, we all have our struggles, but without those struggles, there is no strength.
Correct.
And I'll give you a great example why. See, nature knows. Nature's so much smarter than we are, right? They're so ahead of us. The mom bird, when that baby bird's trying to get out of that shell, that mom bird can help that baby bird anytime it wants, but it doesn't. It knows that it has to be strong enough to get through that shell, right? And I always say, embrace those scars.
Yes,
right?
I do.
Embrace those scars. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I got to tell you guys, as a side note for me, I met Coco last night for the first time when we were doing Jasmine's show, and there's just people that come into your life that you can look in their eyes and you know you need to learn more. You just want to be around them, and that's absolutely how I felt from the second I met you. And then when you shared a little bit of your story, I'm just like, man, I am so glad she's booked for tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm so glad. So when did you come over? How old were you when you came over to the United States?
Almost 13 years old.
Okay, so 13 years old, 8 siblings. And where did you fall in that?
Middle.
Okay.
I'm a middle child.
Okay, but so you were really, because you were a middle child, you were expected to do things that a lot of times adults do, right? Take care of the family, take care of the younger siblings, right? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where we have to pick up from the youngest, you know, all of the stuff that we need to feed them, we have to care for them.
Almost become their parents, their guardians.
Yes.
They're guardians.
As a matter of fact, my mom came to America first. Okay. And she left me with 2 siblings, which is Joseph and Michelle, and I have to care for both of them. So I have to ending up being the mom.
And how old were you?
I believe I was 8 years old when my mom was
8 years old. I mean that right there is monster mode.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna let you know that is.
And Joseph was like a baby, you know.
Yeah, an infant.
Yeah, an infant. And then I don't know how to care for Joseph that time. But a good thing I have my father, because it was me, my dad, Michelle, and so I have to take care of them, you know, feed them, bring them to school. And before I'm always late to go to school because I always have to bring them to school first before me.
8 years
So
old.
so I took care of them since, I turned 13 and my mom, because what happened was my mom couldn't afford to bring all of us to the United States. So she brings the oldest first. She took all the oldest, and where my younger brother Joseph goes, because he came here when he was 6, he's all like, I didn't know I have other brothers and sisters.
He didn't even know.
He didn't even know. I'm like, oh yes, you do. Oh, I thought it was just you and Michelle. And I said, no, you have others.
Wow.
And so he's so happy. But yeah, that's why sometimes I think like probably the reason I don't have kids yet, because I want to have kids when I'm ready and I'm prepared, where I'm financially stable, because again, I don't want to see, I've seen my siblings suffering for sometimes with not enough to eat. So I don't want that. So what I did is I kind of like changed my legacy.
Okay. Oh, I love this.
So yeah, so I said, you know what? Hey, I'm in America. I can do whatever I want, but of course I can't. But I can be whoever I want to be, and I'm a dreamer. I'm a big dreamer. Where I sleep, I think I dream so much. Like I go to other dimensions and I dream and I dream.
But here's the difference, and I'm going to stop you here because this is so important. She's a dreamer, but she is an absolute doer.
Yes.
So that's what we want. We always get across on this show, because so many people they say they want, but they're not willing to lace up the boots and get to work.
Right.
And that's what I want to make sure that you get highlighted, because I know a little bit. We're going to dive into that. She's a dreamer, but she is a doer.
Yes.
She's a doer. So go ahead.
Okay, my very first dream was to become an interior designer when I first came to America. But my mom was a chef before then, and I love cooking. So when I turned 18 years old, I decided that I became an interior decorator, and that's when I opened by Coco Designs.
Okay.
So I've had Coco Designs for over 15 years now.
Now, was this in Vegas?
This is in California. I started in California.
Okay.
So I had my own business when I was 20 years old, about 20 years old. And then right after I became an interior decorator, I ended up pursuing my fashion also, because ever since I was a child, I like to decorate jewelry, clothing. So I ended up opening up another business of designing, like a designing firm, which is also made by Coco. So I opened up by Coco Designs, included with interior design and fashion design, jewelry, clothing lines, 8 years ago.
Okay.
So I
Under
became
one umbrella.
One umbrella.
Okay.
And then so I said, oh, okay, well, the sky is the limit now, right? Why not go to schooling to become a chef? Because cooking is my passion also. Because my grandma is a chef.
You're just so creative.
Yes.
You're just so creative.
Yes. I said, oh my gosh, I'm just going to keep going and going and going. And then so I became a chef 4 years ago when I graduated. So I opened up my own YouTube channel. It's been going on for 3 years. So I became an executive chef. I travel all over the US now. Okay. I have lots of clients, and I'm so happy for that. And then I also became a director, because I direct my own cooking shows. I'm also a producer on my own cooking shows. And then also I became an entrepreneur 18 years ago, as a matter of fact. But I just don't want to say it before. I didn't want to admit I'm an entrepreneur. because I opened up multiple businesses. And then after, it's so funny, because right after when I said, okay, I'm just going to keep pushing and pushing, who is Coco Cruz, right? Because I'm so creative. If you are blessed with so many talent, why not share it to the world?
Absolutely.
Especially to the kids, because they are our future.
Absolutely. And absolutely.
You can't stop them, You just have to keep helping them. So what I did is I also opened my own 2 event planning in Las Vegas and also in California. I opened up 4 catering businesses. It's like, it doesn't stop there.
That's absolutely amazing. Let me ask you this. Now we're going to go back, right? How important, now that when you look back, now at the time it was hard, as can be, right? But when you look back, How important was that beginning foundation, that struggle, to create who you are today?
It's very hard because I have.
Do you feel like, well, let me ask you this. Here's what I do. I already know the answer to this, and I do this a lot, right? I know the answer to this. You are living, breathing, live and in color proof that when you combine these two things, you are literally unstoppable. Your hunger and your gratitude. When you combine those two, it's absolutely unstoppable. And I believe that that beginning foundation, even coming here, right, at that young age, was a struggle. Learning a new language, being in a new world, all that, you know, taken into account at such a young age. But you were, because of how you grew up here and there, it just created such a strong.
Makes me push more where I came from.
Strong. But beyond push, just your mindset, your mentally, right? Spiritually, right? You're so powerful. And that goes back to everything from the beginning. And that's why I say, man, embrace that. Be proud of those scars because it's who you are.
Right.
And I can, like I said, there's people that you meet and you can just see in their eyes that there's just something there that you want to get to know more. Yeah. And that's how I felt when I met you. So, and that's just keeping it real.
Thank you.
So, you're 13 years old. You get here. How did you feel? What was that feeling when you got here?
I felt like, I can't try first, like, the ice cream. In my country, in my country, like, of course we have good ice cream, right? But in America, I'm like, oh my gosh, my very first like dream is to taste the ice cream in America. And when I tasted it, I said, oh my gosh, I'm gonna create my own ice cream. That's what I. That's like.
Of course.
It's never. But I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful to Father God that He brought my family to America,
right?
You know, the land of opportunity to everyone. But you know, all the choice that we make in life, it's your choice who you want to be. The dream that you give, the positive stuff that you share to others, you have to first believe in yourself. Because the whole universe is listening to you. Words are very powerful. You know, my mentors are my parents, my dad, my mom. They struggle a lot carrying all of us.
Sure.
And so, you know, I want to take care of them. My goal is to take care of my parents, you know, of course, my siblings, and everyone that loves me. Like, I cannot be stopped because I'm already in America. You know, in America, we have so much freedom, but you just have to do so good in order for you to get there. So that's what I'm aiming for. Like, whatever I do, it needs to be God first. You have to have a good communication to God because God can hear you. You know, everything that I have now, without Him, it would not be possible.
Right. There's a higher power. Right?
Yeah.
What I love about your story, so many things I love about your story, but what I love about your story is, and what you just shared is, look, when you're born here, it's easier to take it for granted and not see it. But that's where your story comes so powerful, because you're going to remind people that, listen, you have a lottery ticket. You have a lottery ticket, right? And that's why I believe that so many immigrants do so well here, because they got that combination, right? The hunger and the gratitude.
Right.
And when you combine those two, how can you get any more powerful than that? And I want to kind of go back a little bit, because I love the story that you shared before we went on. This is so beautiful. So you're a little girl, and you said you got a lot of spankings because why?
Oh yeah.
I love this. I love this.
I was telling you about that.
Yeah,
okay.
I love this.
Well, my very first born brother died, so I never met my oldest brother. But so there's 7 of us, and every time I get sometimes spanking most of the time from all the siblings. Why? Because I'm super hyper. I have so much energy. I'm so loud. I'm always happy. And I'm OCD.
and because you dream.
Yeah, I dream so
right?
big.
That's
like a lot of people. Don't get me wrong. Some loved ones cannot believe. Like they're like, oh, you know, some people like put you down. They didn't believe in you. They
a lot of people.
Yeah, a lot of people, right? The more they show me, because you know, I opened multiple businesses. So they said, oh, what now? You're gonna change a different career? I said, no, it's not. You know, I'm gonna be somebody, but wait and see. You know, because I have big mentors. I have Coco Chanel. She's my mentor when it comes to fashion design. Oprah Winfrey is one of my mentor. Lucille Ball, because of her, you know, her personality, she makes me laugh. Like she's so awesome. You can tell that she's loud. She's the center of attention. I said one day I woke up and I said, you know what? All this talent that I have, that God gave me, because I'm so creative ever since I was a child that I can remember, because my father used to even say, oh my God, here she comes. We have to stop her. We have to stop her. You know, and then I said, you know, I always give them ideas, and my dad and my mom would like trip. My siblings would trip too, like, oh my gosh, she's just too much. You know, so I said one day that I'm going to have a show, and I wanted to be really creative like Martha Stewart. Martha Stewart also is one of my mentors. Marilyn Monroe is one of my mentors. So I have really good mentors that I've been following up, that even though they're not here with us now, they left a legacy.
And you know what else is this is a great thing to talk about business wise, and we're going to get into now we're going to get into something practical, right? What Coco is talking about is she has mentors that she follows, that she models. And see, when you can find people that have been down that road that you want to go, you just model them, right?
Yes.
But you do it in your own flavor.
Yes.
And that's the key, right?
It's unique. Because everyone is unique.
You.
Everyone is unique. You're
Yes,
unique.
look at me.
I'm unique. Yeah, right? But you just want to make sure you stand out.
Yeah.
Stand out.
And just keep it
and
real.
Just keep it real, you know, be true to yourself.
Yes.
Helping, giving is a blessing. Always remember that, and that you know, because whatever you give to others will come back tenfold. And like what I said, I did all these because I know all my talent. I'm born December 25, Christmas Day.
Wow.
Yeah, so to me, it's like that's a
Christmas
blessing.
baby. Yes.
Yeah. So I'm always a happy go, you know, like, oh, I'm a happy girl, no one can bring me down.
Right.
But sometimes people do bring you down, your career brings you down. But remember that whatever you take in life, sometimes it will take decades to be where you're at, but don't give up. Because you have to prove to yourself that you can do it all. Because, you know, we're all human beings. Sometimes, you know, we can't do it all. But don't give up. Have a good mentor. Listen, be around with good people. And watch, you'll see. Because if you have so many talent and if you have so many gift from God, share it. Because you'll never know. It can be a financial freedom to yourself, right? It can give you names. It can make you who you want.
And it can be endless. And here's the other thing, and you're going to love this, right? People always ask, what's the definition of happiness? What's the definition of success? And I always say in my mind, the definition of success is living life on your terms. She is, and the definition of happiness is fulfillment. Fulfillment, right? And that's what you have both of those. And the other thing that's so great is, not surprising, right? It's same recipe, different ingredients, is your why is bigger than you. Your why is your family, right? Your why is your mom and dad.
Yeah.
So your why is bigger than you, so you are unstoppable.
Yeah.
And obviously you're living proof of that.
Yeah.
Absolutely living proof of that. I absolutely love it. So what else would you say? Let's just say there's a little girl, right? And she has dreams, and she's a dreamer, and she's getting spanked, and they're telling her, "Don't stop dreaming," right? But she sees so much. I don't know. She's 10, 12 years old, but she sees so much, and she's trying to figure out why she doesn't feel like she fits in, or maybe there's something wrong. What would you tell her?
She's special.
Yes.
You know, she feels that way because she's different. And you have to support her. You have to listen to her, because the more she dreams, the more it gets bigger. So make sure you listen to her, you have a conversation with her, ask her what she wants to do, give her some time all the time. Like, because a lot of people nowadays are busy, right? But a kid that's a dreamer, they're unlimited. Like, they want to see things. They ask so much questions. Just support them. Be there for them. Ask them what they want, even if it's hard to give. But you just have to let them keep pushing, dreaming. Because I always say, like, to the kids, like, chef, it's hard for me because a lot of kids bully me. I said they bully you because you're special. You're beautiful. So if they bully you, it's okay. You ignore them because you're bigger. To become a bigger person, you have to ignore them. And so you just have to be very supportive when it comes to, like, kids that really dream. Don't ever give up on listening to them.
Let me ask you this. How are you able to get through your fear barriers? Because we all have them, right?
Right.
What are some of the things that you do to get through those fear barriers and say, you know what, I am going to start this third, fourth, fifth, sixth business, right? Even though all the outside noise is saying you're crazy, there's something wrong with you. That single mom right now that wants to get out of her 9 to 5, what would you say? How are you getting through those fear barriers?
Listen to yourself. What do you want to do in life? Because no one's going to do anything for you but yourself. So always listen to your heart. Follow what you want to do in life. Don't listen to anyone. Sometimes they said, you have to be selfish. Well, this is it. Right. If you want to be somebody, you want to focus in yourself, you have to be selfish, and you have to let go of negative people. You have to be alone. It took me many years to be alone. I even moved to Las Vegas. I left my family, my friends, just to focus and go to school for almost 11 years. I took different kind of degree, but it's for me. It's not for anyone. Right. It's nothing for me to bring in heaven. It's something for me, for my knowledge, because I want to be unstoppable. I'm already here. Why should I be stopped?
And you are unstoppable. And
yeah.
Here's the other thing that I love about what you just shared, right? Is you have to know who you are, your level of awareness in yourself, right? And all the outside noise, if it's negative, go look for the outside noise that's positive.
Oh, yeah.
If you can't find it, you figure it out inside and you keep moving forward, right? And isn't it interesting, as the success starts to come, those people start to they say, oh, I knew you could do it. You did so, you know, right?
Yeah,
isn't that interesting?
Yeah. When I first moved to Las Vegas, you were like, oh, I can't believe you're moving. It's so far. I said, what is far? There is nothing far.
You came from the Philippines.
Yes, but I said I have to be away because I need to focus in me. If I don't focus in me, no one's going to do it for me. Then I would be stuck where I was at.
Here's the other thing. You were talking about being selfish, and a lot of people title it that way, and if it works for you, that's great. At the end of the day, I always say, you have to put the oxygen mask on first before you can help anybody else.
Yes.
That's why when you're on the plane, they say put the oxygen mask on first, right? Then you can help others. And that's what you're doing by going to Vegas, separating, right? For that reason, her intention is absolutely pure. And what else I love is you're not wasting a single second of being here. And I did a video this morning on that. We're so limited in time, even if we live a full life. Look how quick 2016 is gone, right? So I love that you're living it every single day. I mean, I could just see it. I feel it. I love it.
It's very, very, very. I'm a happy person. That's why. Whatever makes you happy, do it. Because happiness comes within. You have to be happy on everything that you do. Sometimes even if you only have a quarter left and you have to spend it just to be happy, do it. Because you're only gonna live once, and you have to attract love, treasure, show love to the world, give more, right? And always love yourself first. No one will ever love you but yourself first. Because you can't love others if you don't love yourself, you have to. Because to me, like, I don't ever want to see my parents to be poor again. That's my goal. That's my, you know.
That's your why.
That's my why. They took care of us so much. It's my turn to give. But they're not only my reason. I just want to change my legacy. I want to, when I leave this world someday, I want to leave a legacy to the world, being, you know, of the Filipino-American chef. Not only that, I have many titles, but you know, we're all equal. Everyone is equal. You always have to remember that no one is greater. We're all equal. We're all human. We're all God's kids. Always remember that.
And I love that you use the word legacy, because I use that a lot, because at the end of the day, whatever that means for you, whatever that title is for you, if you're not striving for that, right? Then my question is, why are you here?
Right.
The question is really, why are you here if you don't want to leave a legacy, whatever that definition is for you, right? Because this is such a gift to be here, and tomorrow's not guaranteed for any of us. So you are bringing the heat, girl. Look at these people jumping on. So Marion, I know you got your work cut out for you. We had some people jump on.
Hi, Marion.
She's dynamite.
Hi, Coco.
Hi.
Terry Williamson says hi, David Coco.
Terry, thank you.
Marina Dunn.
Yep, we know Marina. Marina, that a girl. We're getting you on next.
I love her. She is a beautiful person.
Thank you. Thank you.
And Terrence Freeman.
Big T out of New York. Thank you, Terrence, for jumping on, man. Appreciate the love. Thank you guys for taking the time.
And he says, what's up, big guy Dave? Love it. Yes. Hi, everyone. And then Victoria Gilbert started out saying hi, but Coco, you need to read all her messages because I've been writing a book.
So,
and the main thing is, well said, Coco. That's the main thing.
What did she say?
Well, there's several long ones, and the main thing is well said, Coco, when you were talking about your story.
Yeah, and make sure that you guys reach out and connect with Coco. She's going to reach out as well, because this is exactly what this show is about. This woman right here is exactly what this show is about. That's why I was so excited to have her on. Anybody else, Marion?
We got a shout out from Carrie Stonebridge.
All right, Carrie, thank you. Happy birthday. She just turned 60.
Birthday.
Yes.
And Janet Murray.
Okay, thank you.
And Amy, and you have to say the last name. Kodchiaran.
Okay, and that's Amy?
That's Amy, and she was on with Kelly or Jody.
Okay.
One of those.
Oh, great. Okay. Thank you, guys.
And let's see, we go at Sarah Salsa.
Okay.
And then, well, Cindy Cape Course, and then Urban Dragula.
All right, great. And I know, so guys, thank you so much for jumping on. Now, Coco, what would you share with people? What are some of the things that I didn't talk about that you'd like to share? Because I know you have a lot of golden nuggets.
Oh yeah, my calendar. This is the first time I actually wrote my own bio. It's my first edition of my bio calendar.
Okay.
So everyone, I thank everyone that's supporting me in here. My director, my whole crew, my cast. Dave, thank you. Jasmine, I love you. Jasmine Lynn, yeah, I love her so much. My executive manager, thank you so much. And also, I have a lot of stuff that's going on, but we just can't announce it,
yeah,
right?
But it's going to be, we're going to do such an awesome follow-up episode. It is going to be absolutely electric. And if you're fortunate enough to get this beautiful lady's calendar and she signs it for you, she will ask you what your birth date is and sign it on that day.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it.
It's more sincere that way.
I
So when they open
so
it,
cool.
It's their birthday, you know.
I love that. I love it. But that's who she is. She's so genuine, so real. And make sure that you guys share this, get her message out there, and wait till you see what's coming in the real near future. I am so pumped, so excited for this. And if there's anybody that deserves it, you're looking at her right here, right here. And here's the thing, right? Life, I always say life makes the rules. I don't make the rules, you don't make the rules. And Jasmine thinks she makes the rules, but she doesn't make the rules. Life makes the rules, right? And life says, guess what? If you don't earn it, you don't deserve it.
Right.
Or is that true?
That's
true. Is that true?
That's so true.
So a little bit deeper on that for people. How important is that to be able to know that you need to earn it versus just getting it?
You know, nothing comes easily. Patient, waiting, believing it's gonna happen, but you have to put so much work. Where sometimes, you know, like again, your last penny, you're not eating, you're not sleeping, and always listen to people that been there, done that, and they're so model. And then right now they're, you know, they're financially good, right? They always remember that nothing comes easy. Keep pushing where you want to be, because no one's gonna push it but yourself, right? So always just never give up. Always push yourself. Believe in yourself. You know, dream big. Because there's nothing wrong. And plus it's free. Dream.
And it's fun.
And it's fun. You
and
know?
it's fun.
Yeah.
I love that. And I love that you brought up patience, because I did a video on that the other day, because that's the biggest struggle for me, because I want everything yesterday, right?
Right.
I'm that type A personality. And a guy that has an awesome podcast, Andy Frisella, he titles it so perfectly. He calls it aggressive patience. So what that means is you're doing every single thing you can up to that point, right? Then every single thing you can up to that next point. And it's so perfect, right? For that entrepreneurial DNA that we have. Because nothing ever, it's just a constant motion, and we're here to grow, evolve, and move forward.
Yes.
That's why we're here, and that's why we connected so much.
I know.
I love it. I love that. So, Marion, anybody else jump on before we sign out? Chris,
I am.
Chris, I'm gonna be doing his podcast tonight. I'm excited.
Victoria Gilbert says, Dave, you look good in red.
You do that.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. I'm feeling the love. I am feeling the love.
Very good. Love that.
Anybody else, Marion?
No, Walsh says hi.
Okay. Noah Walsh, he's a great sales guy. He's got a lot of great programs for you guys that want to learn how to close the deal. You want to learn sales, go talk to Neil. He'll get it done for you. Thank you, Neil, for taking the time for even jumping on.
And Anthony Lefevre.
All right. Anthony, thank you, pal. Appreciate it. And anything before we jump off that you want to share?
Just follow me.
Yes.
Let's share ideas together.
Where can they find you?
They can find me on Cooking with Chef Coco, a YouTube channel, or cococruz.net. Just follow me. We can share ideas. You guys can visit me.
Beautiful. So you're on Facebook, you have Twitter, and you have
YouTube channel.
She has a website, and when we get off and we reshare, she's going to share all that information. And guess what? If you can't find her, I know where she is.
Yeah.
Just ask me. I'll find her for you. So very, very excited. And guys, wait till you see this follow-up episode and what this woman's just accomplished, just ready to launch this. It is so beyond exciting, and I am so grateful, honestly, that we were able to get connected.
Yeah.
I am so grateful for that. It is awesome, and that's all because of Jasmine. She's behind the camera. So Jasmine did it, and like we always talk about, right, Jasmine? At the end of the day, action becomes magical. But let me back that up. Massive, effective action becomes magical, and that is this girl's middle name. Massive, effective action. So she saw it last night. She knows what it's all about. The Monster Motivator Roar.
Oh, yes.
We can only be in one state of mind at a time. So what do you want to be in? Do you want to be in that victim state? Or do you want to be in that unstoppable state? And guess what, Coco? Do you want to purr like a kitten or do you want to roar like a lion?
Like a lion.
Got a girl. On 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Ah! That is